Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is James for the Joke Lion. How you doing today? Unfortunately, I'm sorry that I didn't get to do these picks earlier, but yeah, I'm gonna say the January 1st picks 15 hours ago. But this is January 3rd picks. January 2nd actually went 2-2 today. A lot of you guys were wondering what I did with my picks. I told you to take Bayern Leverkusen, Crystal Palace, Real Madrid, Orlando. Bayern Leverkusen was up 1-0. I've had a lead on every single game, except the fact is I lost to Leverkusen and I lost Orlando today. But I did win Crystal Palace and I did win Real Madrid. I think those were like 2-0 games. So currently for my pick schedules, I'm going to tell you this. I'm looking at the my current record. I'm 3-3, and I'm down 10 cents in the first two days, which ain't bad. But I'm 1-1, down 10 cents in England. I'm 0-1, down $2 in Germany. Basketball, I'm still 1-1, and I'm up $1.10. And I'm 1-0 and up 90 cents in Spain. But for tomorrow's games, guys, I'm going to say this. I've got Sunday, January 3rd. Looking at some of these games, I've got 6 leagues that I'm going to be playing this week. Let me tell you, England, my top pick is going to be the Leicester City over Newcastle. Leicester City, I got it as 11.5 or 11.1 on the rating advantage. I got a very close game on this Chelsea-Man City, but I still have Chelsea by 0.5 on the rating. So if you like close games, if you like draws, Chelsea and Man City might be the draw game. Germany's got 2 games going on. I got Borussia Dortmund versus Wolfsburg. I'm really kind of thinking I might have messed up. No, I did not mess up. Wolfsburg is actually above Borussia Dortmund at 1.1 rating advantage. And then the Bayern Munich-Mainz game. Bayern Munich's number 1 team in the or actually, after the Leipzig game, they're actually number 2. But they can be pushed to number 1 if they tie the game. They're only 0.4 of a point behind, so if they tie, they will be back up in the number 1 spot. So Bayern Munich over Mainz, it's a 26.1 on the rating advantage for Bayern Munich. That's my top pick. So Leicester City in England, Bayern Munich in Germany. Italy is got 10 games Sunday, 10 games on for the Italians in the Italian league. International and Crotone, the very first game I got is actually my top pick. It's at 25.4 for International. Atalanta and Sassuolo. Sassuolo, I got it as a 3.8 advantage over Atlanta. Cagliari and Napoli. Napoli, I got it as a 12.7 advantage. Fiorentina versus Bologna. Bologna is a 1.1 advantage. The Genoa versus Lazio game. Lazio's 11.5 advantage. Parma and Torino. Parma is going to be a 4.1 advantage over Torino. The Roma, Sampdoria. I like Roma. I like the way a lot of the games, like Roma, when you're thinking of Italian soccer, it's going to be International, Roma, Milan, and Juventus. I've got all 4 of them are good advantages today. I mean, I got Roma at a 10.9 advantage over Sampdoria. And when I say advantage, guys, if you haven't seen my streams, I've done a lot of these videos. And these are one of those streaming videos that I always do. It's going to be basically I do my own little point system in these games. So hopefully just hopefully we end up making a little bit of some cash on some of these games. And I'm going to tell you this. I've got Roma. Let's go back over here. Verona. Spezia versus Verona. Verona is a 9.4 rating advantage over Spezia. Benevento versus AC Milan. Now, there's two kinds of Milans. There are International Milan, and which is, I always call it an International, and then Milan is AC Milan. Well, AC Milan is actually a 16.9 rating advantage to win over Benevento this week. All these games, I really don't have previous games. This is their first game of the year against each other, first pick of the year. NBA's got some picks thanks to January 1st because they're playing at least every other day, most of them. So I've got a few games there. I got like a couple of records when it comes to my picks. And last but not least, in the Italian league, I got Juventus versus Udinese. Juventus is going to be 13.3 rating advantage over and above the the games. So if you guys are betting a game, I got International. Is going to be my pick in Italy. Just to let you guys know, my rating system for Italy, I'm going to tell you this. As a matter of fact, AC Milan is actually my top squad. AC Milan, and then International is second. But because AC Milan is actually playing Benevento, who happens to be 10th on my ratings, Crotone is playing. They are actually 19th. So tells you the difference between them. NBA, guys. Okay, NBA. For tomorrow, I have the 8 games going on. The Boston-Detroit game, Celtics and Pistons. I have the Celtics 8.2 advantage. Now, they already played on January 1st. I had them playing, as a matter of fact, they were playing Boston, and it was Boston-Detroit. And they lost to Detroit as an 11.5 rating. So they're 0-1 when I'm picking them. So if you guys are just doing ones, then you're saying, okay, how's your picks doing? I would only have 2 games today. Washington and Brooklyn. Brooklyn is going to be a 9.7. They are also lost the last game that I played. They actually lost to Atlanta. So they're taking on Washington, and they're a favorite. So as a favorite, they are 0-1. Now, Lakers against Memphis. Lakers I have is at 11.9. That's my top pick of the week, of the day. It's the Los Angeles Lakers. As a matter of fact, I got they're around here somewhere. I know I got my hat here, but I'm a Lakers fan, guys. I actually like this pick because they actually won against San Antonio when I had them as a 8.6 advantage. They're at 11.9 against Memphis. They were my top pick. And I would say if you're taking some good numbers, if you're starting betting today, I would say bet Lakers. This one, NBA, I'm still making money. I'm 1-1. Unfortunately, Orlando costed me $2 today, but Phoenix got me $3.10 on the first. So, as a matter of fact, Phoenix is going to be a pick I got on here today too. So, the Denver-Minnesota game. Denver-Minnesota, I got Minnesota is a 3.2. Now, unfortunately, Minnesota lost the last game. I had them favored. So, they are 0-1 on the season when I have them favored. They are actually my second lowest pick because Minnesota and Denver. That one, I'm going to say they might just go 0-2. Utah and San Antonio. Now, Utah, I've never picked them yet this year. So this is their first game being picked. They are a 4.0 advantage on my sheets. Dallas, Chicago. Dallas is actually my first pick as well for Dallas this year. They are a 5.0 advantage over Chicago. And then I've got the Clippers and Phoenix. Now, mind you, I'm going to tell you guys something on this Clippers-Phoenix game. Phoenix right now currently is, after Philadelphia just won today, they actually got boosted up. Phoenix is number 2 on my list. The Clippers are number 5. So if you're looking for a top 5 matchup and you just want something to watch and something to play, I'm going to say Phoenix was my top dog on January 1st. They actually won that pick, and they were underdog to Denver. So I actually took them against Denver. Phoenix is going to be a strong team this year. I have a feeling they came in last year. They were in the bubble. They played well. They just barely did not make the games. I'm going to say this. If you guys are really, really playing for these bets, Phoenix is going to be one of those top contenders this year. I want to say the Pacific Division of the NBA is going to be tough. Sacramento's probably going to be on the bottom. Golden State, Phoenix is going to be right there. I think Clippers and Lakers are going to be right battling the top, but Phoenix is going to give it a good run for third place. Unless Golden State can pull something off, I don't see them going any further than 4th. So the division just got too good. I'm just saying. Last but not least, I want to say, and Phoenix, like I said, they won the last game. They also won my top pick, so they're 1-0 as a top pick, which is they're not a top pick this week or today for January 3rd, but they are a 1-0 as a pick. So, and then I got Portland, Golden State. Now, this game was also another one that was like Boston, Detroit. These two played against each other 2 days ago. Except Boston's retained the advantage. This one was Golden State, and then it turned into, because Portland won, they took over the advantage. So Portland on this game against Golden State, 5.4 advantage. Now, like I said, Phoenix was a 2.3. That's my lowest, actually, of all my advantages in the NBA. Portland is a 5.4. So, guys, if you're going to be picking, like I said, Lakers in the NBA, top pick for the day. And they've already won once as one of my favorites. So hopefully they make it 2-0. I'm already 3-3 over the last 2. If I haven't said it before, I'm already 3-3 in the last 2 days doing picks. So hopefully this is 3-3 with a negative 10 cents. The way I do my sports betting picks. All right, guys. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the very, very first day. Might not be the last because we got playoffs and then we got some NFL going on down in the fall. But this is the last week of the NFL season, and I've got all the games are being played Sunday. So I'm going to tell you this, guys. I'm going to say this. I'm going to give you a rundown of every single team and my top pick. For all you guys that want to keep track of my top picks, Indiana over Jacksonville is the top pick so I'm going to say this. All right, Miami Buffalo. Now this is going to be a close one. I like this close game. Miami Buffalo, 6.3 Buffalo. The Baltimore-Cincinnati game came out to a 30.0 in Baltimore's favor. Pittsburgh and Cleveland. Pittsburgh is, even though they've been on the downtrend after that 11-0 start, they just won. They lost 3. They've won 1. So they're 12-3. Pittsburgh is still a 12.1 advantage in that direction. Minnesota, Detroit as a 3.9 advantage. I'm taking Minnesota in that game. New York Jets and New England. Unfortunately for those New York Jets fans, this is going to be somewhat catastrophic. Just to let you know, New England 19.3 to get you guys to 7-9. I mean, the first time I've ever seen in 20 years New England has been a losing team. But think about it. Tom Brady is going back to the playoffs. Dallas and New York Giants. Now, a lot of people say the Giants are going to win this game. I don't think so. I think I got a 6.7 advantage on Dallas right now. Even though the NFC East is not the greatest division, Dallas and I think Washington still have a shot. So hopefully these two teams, we'll see what we can do. All right. Speaking of Atlanta and Tampa 28.4. I apologize because I'm also watching some Texas A&M North Carolina game over here. Green Bay, Chicago. Of course, we're going to say I'm going to put Green Bay out there, but it's also an 18.9 advantage for Green Bay. So if you guys are interested in watching some of these games, I keep track of them. Every team individually, how they do as a pick. Next game is going to be the Las Vegas Denver game. It's a 9.7 advantage. I'm taking Las Vegas over Denver. And top pick, Jacksonville over Indiana or Indianapolis. 39.1 advantage goes to Indianapolis. The Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs will take it at a 34.8 advantage. I got a lot of 30s, so the Baltimore, the Indianapolis, and the Kansas City games are all over the 30 advantage, playing some teams that they could put some starters on the bench and be able to play. Here's another close game, guys, for all you guys that love those close games. The Arizona Rams game. I got the advantage going to the Rams with a 3.6, just to let you guys know. Seattle and San Francisco. Now, San Francisco, I called it in March, and I've been telling a lot of people, especially when I lived in Vegas, they called me crazy when I said 49ers were not going to make the playoffs this year. And I honestly was not sure, but I believe they might end up just last place because their division got so good. And sure enough, the 49ers are, after going to the Super Bowl and losing the Super Bowl last year, they are last place in their division and not going to the playoffs. God, I wish I would have bet that money, but I just didn't have the money to burn at that particular time. So Seattle, and this was back in March, I called it right then and there. So it was one of those things that I just enjoyed about it. But I got Seattle winning this game. It's showing me a 16.9 advantage. And these advantages, for the ones that are haven't watched my other videos, these advantages are not points. These are just how I have the difference between my rating system, the difference in value between my rating systems or each team's rating when I rated them in the value. So the higher the bigger the spread, the bigger the number, the more likely I think they're going to win the game. It doesn't always happen that way, but I'll tell you this, like I've actually had a lot of games, like NBA is not showing me really anything good. I mean, I went 2-4 today on January 2nd, and I went 3-7 on January 1st. So 2-4, 3-7. That's 5 wins, 11 losses. But I haven't played any NFL this week, so we're going to be going on that one. All right, my next one at a 27.3 rating difference, New Orleans over Carolina is my pick. Tennessee is going to be my pick over Houston, and it's a 25.1 rating advantage. And last but not least, Washington and Philadelphia. I have the Washington football team. I know it's kind of hard for me to not say the old Redskins, but the Washington football team is a 10.9 rating advantage over the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know what I want to say 76ers. I'm thinking NBA. But so hopefully you got – and then last but not least, I got some more soccer for you in the morning. I got some Spain. I've got Athletic Club and Elche. Athletic Club is a 2.6 advantage. Alaves and Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid is my top pick, and it's going to be 18.9 on my scale. An 18.9 advantage rating or rating advantage. So next one is going to be Eibar and Granada at an 8.5 rating advantage. I've got Granada on that one. Now this is a surpriser because this team is having a good season. Real Sociedad versus Osasuna. Real Sociedad, I've got being the victorious one here, a 17.4 rating, only a 1.5 rating behind the top pick of Atletico Madrid. And last but not least, versus Barcelona. Now, Barcelona's having a bad year this year. I can actually tell you right now on my rating systems, Barcelona usually is the top one, top two, top three. They are actually, as what I've got them rated, a sixth. They're doing good, but they're not doing that good. I mean, they're Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Real Sociedad, Villarreal, and Sevilla are all doing better to rating-wise for me than what Barcelona would do. So they're playing against Huesca, which is, I believe, bottom of the pack. Yeah, Huesca is on the bottom of the pack, so this one should be interesting. This one, but I still got Barcelona 14.8. It wasn't my top pick. So hopefully you guys are watching. When you're watching this stream, I appreciate it. If you're watching this video, please drop a like if you guys like these picks. I always give my picks out. If you guys want to send a comment or anything like that, I always tell you how my picks did currently. If you guys want to know, if currently in England, I'm 1-1. Like I said, NBA, I'm 5-11. Actually, England, I'm not 1-1. I am actually 4-2 in England. I am actually 6-1 in Germany, and I'm 2-2 in Spain, plus 5-11 in NBA. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this little short video. I appreciate it. If you guys are, like I said, if you guys are interested, just drop a subscribe, drop a like, and enjoy the rest of the time I'm here. Thank you so much. This is my sports picks. Yeah, all my top picks are in. Let's see if we can win these games. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Roar out.